G'day, Montreal. It is so nice to be back in your beautiful city. I have changed a bit since last time I was here. I haven't gotten old, but I definitely have gotten not young. You know when you realise that you're definitely not young? Like I went to a concert the other night and the people there, they were young. And they were wearing fuck all. You know? It's like one girl walked past and she had a handkerchief fashioned into an entire outfit. And I realised I wasn't young when I looked at her because I didn't think that's hot or that's sexy. I had this thought. I went, wow, she's gonna be cold later. Another girl walked past and she had tiny denim cut-off shorts on, ladies and gentlemen. And the shorts were so short that the pockets of the shorts were not contained within the shorts. The pockets were sticking out the bottom of the shorts. Look, some of the women, you're even turning to each other like, oh my God, I've got those shorts. The pockets were sticking out the bottom. I said to my friend, I said, have a look how short her shorts are. The pockets are sticking at the bottom. And my mate goes, look closer, that's her labia. Oh, wow, that's really divided the crowd, hasn't it? I feel like half the women are laughing, half the women are disgusted, and most of the guys are looking at me like, which bit's the labia? I'm not young, which means I've got to the age where I realise it's important to spend time with my mum. You know when you get to that age where you realise it's important to spend time with your mum, which is the exact same age that my mum has decided to be so annoying. I watched a movie with my mum the other day. Here's what happened. Man enters, frame left. That's all that's happened. 1 second in the movie, man enters, frame left. My mum leans across to me and with a sense of urgency goes, Tomo, who's he? I said, I don't know, Mum, because I've been watching the same amount of movie as you. There wasn't some pre-movie meeting where I was given more information about the characters that I'm choosing to withhold from you. I reckon if we both just shut the hell up for a few more seconds, this mystery man might reveal himself. She was already on to the next question. She goes, Tomo, where did that lion come from and why is it roaring? I'm like, I don't know, Mum, but it's at the start of most movies. I don't reckon we need to be concerned. So many questions. It's not even in movies, right? It's anywhere. The other day we were at a cafe, having a coffee. My mum was reading the newspaper. She flicked down the newspaper and she asked me this question. She goes, Tomo, who is that man from that movie? And I waited for more information to come. But there was no more information. And so I looked at my mum in the eyes and I said, I don't know, Mum. And she goes, nah, you do. I said, I don't, Mum. You've given me no information except man and movie. This could literally be anyone on the planet. I have no idea who you're talking about. And she goes, no, you do. I said, Mum, I don't. She goes, no, you do. You want to know the messed up thing, ladies and gentlemen? I knew exactly who she was talking about. But I didn't want to reward that bullshit behaviour. You shouldn't be able to ask the vaguest question in the world and get the exact answer you're looking for. So I tried to hold out. I said, I don't know, Mum. She said, you do. I said, I don't. She said, you do. I said, fine, it's Denzel Washington. My mum hates my tattoos. That's because I have crap tattoos, ladies and gentlemen. I got drunk and I played tic-tac-tattoo on this side of my body here. I started dating a girl and after 2 weeks, I thought it would be funny to get her name tattooed on my side. Yes, you're correct. She didn't find it funny. And we broke up and I thought, well, I could either get it removed or I could add to it. So now I have a list of exes' names on this side. Thank you for applauding my real pain. My country, we love bad tattoos. I did a gig in regional Australia, right? 600-seat theatre, and I showed my tattoos, and then I asked the audience, I said, are there any crap tattoos in the house? Every single hand went up. I went to this gorgeous girl in the front row. She was very pretty, and I said, what do you have? And she was so polite, and she just goes, I have the word insert tattooed on the inside of my lip. I know, I have never been more aroused. That wasn't the best. The best was a man in the middle. He'd clearly had a debate in his own head whether or not to speak up, because he finally just goes like this, yeah, all right. I said, what's your name, sir? And he goes, Dave. I said, good on you, Dave. What tattoo do you have, Dave? And Dave just goes like this in a very flat voice. He goes, I got dice tattooed on my nuts. And I said, Dave, why do you have dice tattooed on your nuts? He goes, thought it'd be funny. And I said, it is funny, Dave. Is it not funny? And what a beautiful turn of phrase. He goes, not funny enough to justify a tattoo for life, no. I said, well, why did you get it, Dave? And he goes, my mates love to gamble, right? So I thought next time we're at the casino, they were at the craps table, and I could walk up, drop me dax and go, come on, lucky sevens. And I said, Dave, that sounds pretty funny, man. And he goes, once again, not funny enough to justify a tattoo for life, no. I said, Dave, have you had any joy out of the tattoo? And he goes, oh, well, yeah. This one time I came and yelled Yahtzee, that was pretty good. I said, pretty good. Dave, that sounds epic. And he goes, no, epic would be if another person was present at the time. Montreal, you've been absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much.